For the first time ever on this channel, I'm going to make Halloween costumes for my ball jointed dolls. But you know, sewing's not the easiest for everybody. So I thought if I was going to show you how to make costumes for your dolls, or how I make costumes for my dolls, that it would be fun to show 3 different difficulty levels, or levels of effort. All right, Halloween's coming fast, so let's go make those costumes. Right away, I decided I was going to do the costumes in 3 different colors, very monochromatic, and that would be the easiest way. So obviously those 3 colors have to be blue, pink, and purple. So I went through my fabric bin and found all of the fabrics I had, literally so many, that were in the colorways that I liked. I wasn't fully sure which fabrics I was going to end up using at this moment, which is why I still have so many pulled to the side. Okay, we're gonna start with the little to no effort costume, and that's going to be blue, and it's going to be Luna's. All right, so if you haven't figured it out yet, it's a ghost. Like, this is literally the no effort costume. But if you're on TikTok, ghost costumes are like a big trend every Halloween. So if you want something fun to do with your dolls, you can hop on the ghost trend using this super easy costume. It's literally a piece of fabric with eyes cut out. And then just accessorize with matching outfit and something funny like sunglasses or a little hat or a bow or something. And I'll be honest, if you're going to use sunglasses or something like that, you don't even need to cut the eye holes because they actually end up looking a bit on the weird side. But it's a great costume, especially if you're somebody who doesn't know how to sew and still wants to participate in Dolloween. I mean, Luna's a fan, so that's what matters. Okay, on to actual sewing. The mid-effort costume is going to be made with lilac and other various purples, but mostly lilac. Also, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that I show Hollow as the doll who's going to get this costume, but the shoes I made ended up not fitting her. Obviously, they were 1/4 scale shoes and not 1/3 scale shoes, so the whole outfit wasn't for her, but she does really look cute with this fabric set. I end up putting the costume on my purple Luna instead. Now, this costume is something that you can use for everyday wear mostly, because it's basically going to be a sweater dress and some cute shoes and sandals. Off to the side, and I don't know why I forgot to show this, but I'm also 3D printing a Scream mask. So basically she's just a Scream girl. It's pretty easy, but you can find the file over on Thingiverse for free, which is where I got it. So this sweater dress is a pretty simple pattern. It's essentially the same as when I make a pullover sweater. So I cut the 2 front pieces, kind of like this, and then I also cut long sleeves for this dress because it's fall. Sweater dresses are great for the fall. I add cuffs to the ends of the sleeves as well as to the neck. Typically, I would also cuff the bottom of the sweater, but because this is a dress, we are going to make a skirt instead. I decided a pencil skirt would be cute. A skater skirt would be adorable as well, but I wanted something really slim fitting and kind of chic because I really don't have that in my doll clothes at this moment. This sews together really fast. I think it took me about 15 minutes to make this dress. Then I was on to the shoes. So these are some 3D printed bases I made. By the way, I'm considering putting up some of my non-doll STLs for sale on my shop. Things like shoe bases, eye bases, and some props and stuff. Let me know if that's something that would interest you. I could offer them either as digital downloads or as printable kit pieces, whichever. But these are the easiest shoes in the world. You can do this with basically any ribbon or elastic. This one is a little bit of a weird shape, but I really love the hearts, so I made do. I finished them off with a piece of dark purple pleather, and voila, here is our mid-effort costume. This costume took about an hour to make in total, and that includes the time it took to clean the mask and cure the print. Alright, so that's 2 costumes down pretty quickly, I might add. Before we get into the last one, which took way longer than the others, might I add, let's take a minute and check out the Doll of the Week. This week's spooktacular Doll of the Week comes from Morgana Lestrange. Morgana has a hollow and recently shelled one of her characters as Clover, which is so cute and perfect, I think. She also shared some really fun Halloween themed photos and has been sharing a lot of Halloween themed photography this month. I've been really enjoying seeing them, so thank you so much for sharing. Remember, if you want to be featured for Doll of the Week, don't forget to share photos on Instagram or in my Discord. If you share on Instagram, be sure to tag me because the hashtags do not work properly. Or you can send them directly to me. But I need to get back to making these costumes because Halloween is coming up really soon. So the final costume is, of course, pinks, and that's because, number one, it's what I have the most of in my fabric collection. And number two, there was this pink satin, which I was really excited to use. Typically, I hate satin, and okay, no, I always hate satin. But for this fluffy dress I wanted to make, it was absolutely the only fabric that would do. This costume is a little bit, is she a princess? Is she a witch? Very like...
Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
I'm going to start cutting out all of the pieces because there's going to be actually quite a few pieces to this. The main part is going to be this dress, which is in the pink satin, and I basically need to make 2 of everything. With certain fabrics, you can just go single layer, but satin is so splitty and frays so easily. I basically have to make everything in a way that I'm turning it all inside out so that there's not a lot of exposed seams. I also cut some faux fur for a capelet and some ribbed thick fabric for some socks. Then it's time to sew. I do start with the easier pieces, namely the capelet and the socks. The capelet is basically just a circle skirt with a hood and a tie. If you can make a circle skirt, you can make this. It's insanely easy. And the socks are exactly what they look like. It's basically just the silhouette of a leg with a fold, and then you seam up the back. And generally they look pretty good. So if you haven't made anything for your dolls yet, socks are a great place to start. The one thing with this fuzzy fabric is it does get in the machine and jam, so you do need to make sure that you're cleaning out your machine pretty regularly if you're using a thick fuzzy fabric like this, because it is a pain in the butt and it gets everywhere. I found this really cute pink elastic. It almost looks like lace, and I decided to put that on the top of the socks. This fabric is ribbed, so it really doesn't need an elastic at the top, but I think it's a really pretty detail anyways. I do find I accidentally keep buying all of my elastic in pink. I don't know why, but I have a ton of pink elastic. I definitely need some more colors. Alright, this is what the sock looks like right side out. Super cute, I think. Now we have to do the dress. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how exhausting this is. I know I put up a graphic for making the sweater dress. I am not confident enough to put up a graphic for this because if you try and follow along with this, it's a mess. Sometimes when I sew, I just like to... Okay, most times when I sew, I like to just eyeball things. And honestly, this is really fun for one-offs. It makes the process feel more creative and more fun, more like I'm exploring how to make things, if that makes sense. Plus, trying to find a specific quarter scale princess dress pattern would be wild. I don't even know where I would find that, so I just basically made it up. This is kind of what the bodice looks like so far. It's not bad. It could be better. If it wasn't satin, it would be better, but this is the best I can do with this fabric right now. So don't expect satin masterpieces from me, please. So with the shoes, I ended up making basically a moccasin loafer hybrid. I just sort of made it up as I went, and it came out actually super cute, I think. I'm definitely going to make some more of these, maybe some more detailed ones, now that I actually know what I'm doing with them. I added some pink ribbon and they're done. And I really love this costume. And I think it looks so cute on her. It matches her face up so well. She is the cutest little witch. You cannot convince me otherwise. Also, yes, I completely forgot to film making the hat. I'm so sorry. Apologize, but let me know which of these costumes you like the best and if you make costumes for your own dolls. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. If you're new here, I hope you like the content and consider subscribing. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.